Welcome back, everybody. I was just thinking podcast. You know us both. John Farmer, James Wilson. Hit that subscribe. What's going on, man?
Oh man, I'm tired, man. I am tired of being tired, you know?
Tired of being
It
tired.
seems like I hit that point in my life where I'm just kind of always tired, but it's still like managed during the day.
Like at any point in time in the day, you could just sit down and just take a nap. Just
Yeah,
you know what?
I
I
do
could.
that sometimes when I like extra tired, like hungover or something. I'll just take a nap on my lunch break,
Uh,
and it works. But
I've,
hey,
I-
what
I've
can you do?
I've done it before. I used to when I worked at when we were in New York. I worked for like the subway system, but to beat the traffic through New York, you got to get up early enough. But the union guys that were there don't start working until like at least 7 o'clock. So you're at your station at like 5:30. So yeah, you pull up, you bring up a blanket, and just park and sleep right there on the sleep on the street or park on the street.
So you'd sleep in your truck, like just on parked on the
Yeah,
street, New York. Good times.
I had a little decal that I could put in the windshield as you showing you were working for the.
Gotcha. Man, I hate getting up that early. It's just
Well,
something about waking up at 4 a.m. that just really grinds my gears.
now, do you compact all your sleep together in like, let's say go to like, oh well, I'm gonna put on like white noise or something, or something to that effect. Well, I say white noise. I don't really know what white noise is, but well, I do. But like a TV, like I'll turn on a TV, and that usually helps me. So if I'm going to bed later, I have the TV on, and somehow I feel like I sleep better,
Yeah,
even though
no,
it's a shorter amount of time.
I always sleep with the TV on. Like, it's just part of my routine. I turn on the TV, put on some Family Guy or
Yeah.
maybe Lord of the Rings or something, and that helps me fall asleep. That kind of like tells my brain it's time to go to sleep because that's just part of the routine. I definitely prefer the TV on when I'm sleeping or music playing or something. I haven't tried white noise, and I've heard there's like the whole rainbow of color noises. There's like black
Well,
noise, white noise, gray noise, pink noise, all the other
the
ones,
varied noise.
green noise. And I
Real
don't know
noise.
really know the difference between all of them, but they
Well,
say it helps you sleep somehow.
what they're getting into, I think, is something that's happening now. Is they're identifying the effects of the frequencies of like just the frequencies it puts off, and the way your brain receives it. And I don't. It's supposedly kind of like a color treatment with your.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that if listening to it at the right volume too is
Uh,
beneficial. You don't want to listen to anything too loud when you're sleeping. Like if it's white noise and you love it, you still shouldn't turn it up very loud. But they say like the higher frequencies, the sudden loud sounds, like that's what disrupts people's sleep. And the TV or like a droning sound kind of like drowns that out.
yeah,
And it kind of helps me like stay asleep.
yeah.
But yeah, I've noticed too, like when I was a teenager sneaking past my parents when they were sleeping, if their TV's on, I can make as much noise as I want without them waking up.
Cartwheels in the hallway.
Yeah, but if the TV's off, I gotta like tiptoe because I end up waking them up every time.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like I want something to be playing, so I just don't keep waking up. But no, I haven't tried any of the color noises. Maybe I should
Yeah,
try that. I heard like rain. I think like black noise is kind of simulates rain. Like the low frequencies are better for your sleep, and those help drown out the higher frequencies too.
yeah.
Dang, now I want to try this. Have you heard of pink noise?
I've heard of pink noise.
Pink noise is the one where it's like a heartbeat to simulate a baby in the womb. Like these kids with separation
Yeah,
anxiety or something, their moms would play the pink
yep.
noise in their room.
Yeah, we had some. Yeah, we had something like that for Hannah. It was like a record a recording.
It was a record. I saw it in
That's
an advertisement.
yeah, but yeah, it was it was the heartbeat
Yeah.
and a teddy bear or whatever. But it did sound kind of like that.
Yeah, that's what pink noise is. That's funny to say pink noise, like
Yeah,
simulate the inside of your body. It's pink.
it's
We're all just pink
just
inside.
pink on the inside. Just medium rare. Everybody's medium rare.
So you sleep with the TV on, but you don't do like any other white noise or brown noise, anything.
Well, my wife will turn on. She's got three fucking sounds going. She's got a fan,
Yeah,
the
fan.
overhead fans going.
Yeah,
She's got she's got Alexa fucking playing rain sounds.
nice.
I mean, it is
Damn, so that's like full on, man.
yeah, just
That's
you
another
figure
thing I
we
heard
to be
too.
most rested people in the
The
world, but
drone from the fan, like a box fan or a
yeah,
floor fan, that helps too, like drown out the noise, and it keeps you kind of help keeps your mind in that state.
yeah,
I feel like I don't know, just some sleep patterns would be interrupted with a lot of noise. Like maybe
yeah.
I wouldn't stay in REM sleep as long.
There was I saw this survey, or no, I was listening to the radio in a survey. They were talking about it, and they said they surveyed or uh, it's like 2,500 people, and 52%, which I'm guessing is supposed to be a random small representation of like total population. I'm
Yeah.
guessing, um, but yeah, 52% of the people said they had to have some sort of a noise. And the one person they said like, and they recorded what it was. It was same things: TV, fan, radio. One person that said they was like war movies. I gotta have a war movie on to go to sleep.
Yeah, I can't sleep without
Yeah,
Saving Private Ryan's got to be playing in the background. Once I see that guy picking up his arm and running off, I fall right to sleep.
oh yeah, that's good. It's like
Was
melatonin.
was he a veteran by chance?
I don't know.
No.
No, it was just they just mentioned it, but
Some I guess yeah, some people have the niche, something they really like and they could fall asleep to it like war
yeah,
movies. I've never really been into war movies.
yeah, I like them. I speaking of which, in basic training, I would be able to sleep standing up. I was leaning against the wall, but in order to, so what it was is, it was like a little, like a barracks hall, just rooms on each side going out
Yeah.
the long hall, and then you got the stairwell. So one of you would, you stand like this at the doorway, but you start leaning against that wall, and you're just standing there. the,
I've been there before. I start like dozing off while I'm still standing.
the
Yeah, it's a weird feeling.
you're like, oh man, I am just that's a constant state of tired right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did they play any noise in the barracks when they're sleeping, or just
No,
everyone's just snoring?
the waxing and washing machine. We like wax the floors every night.
That's good. See, I still wouldn't want to sleep. I can't even sleep on a bunk bed. Definitely not the top one. I feel like I'm gonna fall. But I couldn't sleep just surrounded by 30 dudes. It smells like a gin in there.
There was this one room. I mean, this the general meeting room, and that's where all of us, like the dudes and the chicks, like because it wasn't like Fort Benning. I think I think except Fort Benning. Oh well, I don't even know now, but at the time, Fort Benning was just like mostly infantry, so there was no chicks there. But each of the other basic training, it was integrated. They just get a different floor. Um, but this room, I mean, they would what they call smoke the hell out of us. Just keep. I mean, you're in there like 2 hours, just fucking on your back doing like flutter kicks and push ups and all this shit. And then the walls. He said, "I want to make these walls sweat." I mean, it would literally just from the damn, from all of us just sweating our asses off. The damn walls would start down.
That's disgusting. Like the walls start sweating too, just from all the freaking people working out in there. That's gross, dude. It's like, I know y'all ain't working until those walls start sweating too. That's
and it takes at least 30 minutes to get them sweating.
That's so haggard. But yeah, I need to find ways to sleep better at night. That's part of the reason I started exercising. Which ain't that weird to get my fat ass on a treadmill to help me sleep at night. But it's also one reason why I quit drinking too, because I hear you can't stay in REM sleep very long when your body is metabolizing alcohol.
Yeah.
And that just clicked with me. It's like, that's why I keep fucking waking up at 3 or 4 a.m. Can't really fall back asleep. I might doze off, but maybe an hour later, and then alarm clock.
Yeah.
It got to be like an everyday thing. But my sleep's improving, but I'm still fucking tired all the time.
One of these resorts or whatever, like I've never been to one, but you see like the movie Couples Retreat, where you go to this resort. It's supposed to be like damn best like mattresses and all this other shit. And you just wonder if there's any evidence. I don't know that actually increases your sleep or makes it better sleep.
Well, I need to research that because, like, at this point, I would try anything to just get the full 8 hours of sleep uninterrupted and feel refreshed in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I'm unhealthy, but yeah. But yeah, alcohol affects your sleep cycle, not for the better. So I had to like calm that shit down.
Yeah, I don't fucking blame you.
I got my trusty can of water here. This helped me quit drinking because it's just like the novelty of. It's a novelty drink kind of. And it just feels cool. So like I kind of just substitute this for a beer can. So it helped me quit drinking.
Hey, there you go.
Anything.
Is it water?
Yeah, it's just carbonated water, liquid death. It's pretty bitchin', man.
Liquid death. Bitchin'.
It's the funniest company. It's just like liquid death, murder your thirst. Like what? Where did they get this shit? It's like a death metal band came up with a water company.
That's why I thought it was kind of like a Red Bull or something. Just freaking.
Yeah, everyone
like 8 cups
thinks
of
like
coffee
it's an energy drink or alcohol, but no, it's just water in a can.
Probably some kid
It
like
throws everyone off.
he's we're good beer.
But when I'm at home just walking around with one of these, I just think like I don't need a beer. I don't need beer.
Yeah.
I got plenty of beverages. These make me feel better.
Yeah.
These are healthy. But yeah, it's just water, and it helped me quit drinking, kind of just get out of that mindset.
Yeah.
Now I didn't completely stop drinking because I know I've drinking a beer here for the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went from like 2 to 3 handles of vodka a week to maybe 2 or 3 beers a week. So
that's awesome, dude.
That's a huge change.
It ain't easy.
But I seriously just thought like I would start sleeping like a baby and feeling super refreshed in the morning when I quit drinking, but that didn't really happen.
Yeah.
And I just attributed all my ailments, all my problems to the alcohol, like the high blood pressure, the lack of sleep, out of energy. But it wasn't so much the alcohol's problem. It's just unhealthy.
Yeah.
But drinking alcohol does raise your blood pressure, even like one drink. So that was a big benefit for me, that I saw that my blood pressure is finally like normal. It's not always high as fuck because I'm drinking all the time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I think there's lots of just different daily habits that affect people's sleep and what they eat and stuff, you know.
Now, have you seen some of the mattresses they got nowadays? Like, I mean, we went mattress shopping, I guess. It sounds weird. But we were mattress shopping. I don't know why.
So this bed, right? It was like this, you know? It was like,
this is not a banger. Not a banger. But yeah, we went mattress shopping and we they got some like it's allegedly like learned your pattern or whatever. It can adjust automatically during the night. And
where they call it like a smart mattress or something.
Yeah, but it's something like that. Yeah.
It's not a Tempur-Pedic, is it?
I don't even know.
Because those are like
I just saw this.
Those are the top-notch beds right there. I would love a firm Tempur-Pedic king size bed.
Yeah.
What size bed you got?
We got the king.
You got a king.
Yeah. Well, ours, and we got the box springs. Ours. I always think about the movie. What is it? Is it not Naked Gun? But yeah, maybe it is Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen, where OJ's in the damn hospital bed and the shit starts. Oh, that's what I always picture. They say, "Oh yeah, we can get this bed that folds up." I'm like, you know what? Let's say he's fucking malfunctioning, just chewing the shit out of us.
That would suck. That would make my back problems even worse. Like I got this bed and it fucked up my back, man.
So turn it off. Turn it off.
Just like fold you like a freaking omelet. And it's just like. Yeah, those beds kind of do intimidate me because I don't want them to malfunction.
Yeah.
And it just seems weird. But yeah, I sleep on the queen size. Just me. It's amazing. But I still want a king. I want the biggest king there is.
Was that a California king?
Is it?
Yeah,
is there different size king beds?
Because a king bed is still almost rectangular. Rectangular. Did I say that right?
Rectangular.
Rectangular. There you go. Tang.
Too cute, dude.
But yeah, it's still rectangular. Whereas the California King, I think, is like 1 more inch, but it's like a squared. Yeah, I
Nice.
think it's like 72 by 72. I think.
Okay. Yeah, the king is for the kings, man.
Oh yeah, I got called real fast.
Yeah, that's bad for audio, man.
But I did well earlier last year. I'd like the same thing. I'd cut back drastically on drinking. I mean, I got to where we were drinking like all the freaking time, and then, but then it got to a point. But yeah, I'd like drastically cut back. I mean, I didn't drink for like a couple weeks or something like that, and like so, yeah, you'd sleep. I was having the freaking craziest freaking dreams.
Like vivid
Yeah,
dreams.
really vivid dreams.
Cool.
I can't tell you what they're about. I wish I could
Cool,
remember.
dude.
But that's
I love the vivid dreams, the lucid dreams. They're like, whoa, what the hell?
yeah.
I'm back in school. I'm back in the fucking senior hallway. Oh man, yeah, that's same thing happened to me. Like, I kind of like had clearer dreams. They say that too when you quit smoking, quit getting high. You have more vivid dreams. You can remember your dreams a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily how good of a sleep you get to like remember your dreams or have very vivid dreams. Well, it seems that way. You have a vivid dream that makes me think like I was in some deep sleep, man.
Yeah. Well, how much does it influence you? Because I was actually talking to my wife, and she was saying that she can't have the TV on. This is where we differ.
She just has to have the fan on, the rain
Yeah.
sounds.
Yeah, because it'll just start going into her sleep. It's like a thin, I don't know, like sleep barrier.
Yeah.
Like she had the TV's on, then all of a sudden I'm in there dreaming whatever's on the fucking TV. I'm like, damn. So she said that's why she's got to have just a fan, whatever noise, like a.
So no TV for her, just the droning noise.
Yeah.
That's cool. I hear that might be better for you. There won't be like random loud parts in the movie where I wake up. Dude, I remember falling asleep to this one movie. I forget, what was Once Upon a Time in America. It's this 4-hour fucking gangster epic movie with Robert De Niro and James Woods. And I fell asleep watching it. And I was just like in a deep sleep. I had this dream where I was at like some party and all these people were talking. Then this woman started yelling in my dream. And I wake up and this woman is yelling in the movie. There is a brutal, unnecessary rape scene in that movie where it's just like, what the fuck, dude? And I woke up during this scene and I was watching it just like, what the fuck?
You wake
Honest, dude, that was messed
wake
up.
and rake.
Robert De Niro's character is just raping this girl in the limo or something. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So all that distress like totally woke me up and made me alert. And maybe the fan noise, the natural droning noise or the rain noise would be better for sleeping.
I don't know. I'd still try to color.
Maybe just the
color
TV
noises
was too loud. Yeah, you never want the noise too loud though.
You know the craziest thing I've ever woken up to. We were going to this in Iraq. We were going from this one base to this other. It was, oh my god, it took for fucking ever to get to that place. I mean, we were like almost 40, 50 hours going from one base, trying to pick something up, having shit breaking, then going. It was just long as hell. And we finally get there, and I'm in the back of this little truck. It's got little seats on the sides, like a dump bed truck, but it's got the seats for people to ride in the back.
Yeah.
So I get on the back there, and I lean back, and then all of a sudden, this all fucking was an artillery piece.
So you wake up to the sound of explosions.
Yeah, of them firing them off.
Yeah, that'll wake you up.
Yeah, they didn't.
That'll perk you up thinking they're under attack. That would suck.
Yeah, yeah, that was a rude awakening.
Yeah, talk about a rude awakening, eh?
Oh, this other night, man, we're out in this like the air. It's just like an airstrip and like two little bunkers or whatever in the middle of this in the desert. So we got in the little airplane hangar. There's like 130 something of us, and we're all like lined up. I mean, the cots are just like 4 rows of like 30 or 40, and so we're there sleeping at night, and then some chick is over there dreaming about something. Cause we like everybody's head starts popping up. I mean, she was loud as fuck. She, something like that.
So moaning.
Yes,
I've heard of that. I've heard of that too. They say it's similar to night terrors, like moaning and screaming are kind of one and the same. Like that's not healthy. That sucks.
My buddy of mine was like, he said, I don't know who the hell it was. He's like, I just zipped up the sleeping bag and started. He just keep on. He's not hearing nobody moan in 9 months.
Some of us are trying to masturbate.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
But
that's funny, dude.
Yeah, I never figured out who it was. Nobody ever said anything about it. I was like, you heard this shit, right? He said, yeah, man.
Oh, man. That's a good one. Yeah, I imagine, the whole sausage fest thing is like, I'm trying to masturbate in my sleeping bag. Damn it.
You know, I got a couple dudes, they had their own little canopy area. I said, come on, man. Yeah, my name before you.
Nice. Yeah, sleep's important, you guys. Everybody get your 8 hours. Someone was my chiropractor's telling me like it's 7 hours now, and I'm like, no, the fuck, it's not. It's like it ain't no 7 hours. It's at least 8 hours.
Yeah. And you know they say too, like when you start getting fucking older, like my age or whatever, that people when you get older you sleep less. I was like, I don't know, I'm 46 and that shit ain't kicked in yet. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. My parents sleep. Well, my parents can sleep like 16 hours a day if they want to. Yeah, they retire. They can sleep as much as they want. I know teenagers supposedly need more sleep while the brain's forming and all that shit.
Yeah, during the brain development phase.
I thought that was just an excuse, but I guess it's true. Those teenagers need to sleep more.
Well, which one has more weight? Them actually getting to sleep and being like, hey, I need my 8 hours, or partially depriving themselves of the sleep by hanging out and getting lessons from you know what I'm talking about? Or
You're partially
like, yeah, like, okay, well, I didn't get my 8 hours of sleep because I was over at my buddy's house till 12 o'clock in the morning drinking. We were hanging out playing video games. So does the advantage of, I don't want to say bonding, that sounds But
Fun,
us hanging out and freaking
fun having.
yeah, fun having. Does the
Yeah,
fun having have more of a benefit to your psychology, I guess, than um, the actual amount of sleep and being just
yeah, that's a good question. I did the same thing when I was younger. Go to sleepovers, like try not to fall asleep at all.
uh,
Maybe I would sleep better, maybe not, but it just seems like when you're having fun, you don't really get tired unless you're just fucking exhausted. I tell you what, though, the body, your brain does need the sleep every day. This one time in seventh grade, I was at a church lockdown and we didn't sleep at all.
uh,
Like, even at like 5 a.m., we were playing hide and seek as the sun was coming up. It was a great time. I didn't sleep whatsoever. So that morning we leave. I go home, um, and I'm just hanging out on the couch, and I'm bored, and I'm like, hey, I think I'm gonna play guitar. So I get out the Metallica tab book. I start playing guitar, and after a few minutes, all these notes and numbers are moving around on the paper.
huh. Well,
That was like was probably my first hallucination in my whole life. And I just was like, man, I need to go to sleep. So I slept that next day for probably 16 hours, but I stayed up that whole night and stayed up till 6:30 p.m. and started hallucinating. Now this was seventh
uh,
grade too. No drugs, alcohol whatsoever was involved.
uh, just
That's how that's how important sleep is. Your brain's gonna start getting pickled. So like those
okay.
tweakers, man, they go 3 days without sleep and they're just fucking retarded.
Yeah, I knew people in
But I was
when I
not
was younger.
expecting that to just hallucinate just from one night without sleep. It'll get you.
Yeah, yeah, damn.
Probably. Right.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, peace. Subscribe. Peace.